How many times a week do y'all get freaky? Hi guys! Welcome back. I know it's been a long time. I thought a good way to kind of like start up our channel again is an updated Q&A.
And we have a lot to fill you guys in with.
Yeah, so let's get started. Question number 1, have you guys thought about moving anywhere else than Texas? First of all, we moved to Texas. We moved about 4 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we thought about moving to Florida before, and actually Utah. I don't know why.
Yeah, just because like the weather's so nice up there, and it's just not the Midwest for me.
Yeah, you've been there all your life.
Just want to be somewhere new.
But I honestly think we'll stay in Texas for at least another 2 years.
Yeah, we're not thinking so far ahead about moving out. Like all the plans right now are staying here and just kind of furthering our lives together. That's about it.
Question number 2, are we pregnant?
Yes.
No! No, we're not.
Yes.
I know a lot of people have been wondering that because on my TikTok I talk about like how I like have such irregular cycles and everything like that. So like I always take a pregnancy test, but no, we're not.
No, we're not pregnant.
We're not planning on trying.
We're not pregnant.
No, we're not. Don't confuse them.
We're not pregnant. We're not pregnant.
But I don't think we're planning on trying for at least another year. So
yeah, we're
just gonna kind of go with the flow, see what God has for us. Question number 3, does content creating ever put a strain in y'all's relationship?
I don't think so.
No. As of recently, our content page, we don't really do much.
Yeah.
And even if we do, he doesn't like recording most of the time. So I'm just like, hey, let's...
I'm trying to be better about it.
Yeah.
But it's like, my focus is always somewhere else. Like if I'm not focusing on my job or just kind of the side projects I have going on, it's really not...
your top priority right now.
Yeah, which you should be. Like I want to support Abby and like
Which
doing this together.
But it never, I don't think it's ever put a strain on our relationship just because we haven't taken our couples page seriously, and when I do my stuff, it's kind of like on my own time when he's working, because content creation is practically my full-time job, but I don't think it's ever put a strain on our relationship.
And like even when we're doing like couple stuff, it doesn't take a strain on it. Like again, it just kind of pulls my focus somewhere else.
Someone doesn't like to listen sometimes.
What?
Nothing. Question number 4, what is something that you feel like God is calling y'all to do? For me, I've always felt called to kind of acting. I just love, like, that's my favorite passion. Singing too. And as of right now, content creation is such a cool experience in a way to, like, I don't know, kind of spread his word, because I'm typically like an introvert when I don't know people, so it's hard for me to like publicly speak, but using like my platform is such a cool way to like spread God's word. So
yeah, for me, I've always been wanting to own a business and like lead a team and just having employees and treating them fairly. I actually just started an influencer marketing agency and just learning how to build stuff up from the ground up. And then like giant goal, the way I feel called into business is just being able to put money where, you know, God's heart is. So once we have profits, to really just donate that back to the community. I personally want to have a veteran charity to give back to the community, one also for single mothers, for teen moms. That's kind of where my heart is at. Also just kind of being able to have a workplace that's open to just Christian beliefs, even beliefs that aren't Christian. I feel like it's God's heart just to treat people fairly across the board, and to not have their work, you know, affect their life back at home with their families.
yeah.
So I just want to be able to establish a really good workplace for that.
Question number 5, do you ever get recognized by fans in public? Yes. We actually had one the first time here in Texas, which was so cool. We were at Blaze Pizza. This girl was like, hey, you guys do TikTok? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
But there's been quite a handful of times that have happened in Missouri and Branson, just kind of shopping or whatever. Most of the experiences I've had with them, they're so nice. It's just kind of awkward because I'm awkward and I don't know what to say, but like it's like it just takes me by shock because it just surprises me. Like I don't have that big of a platform, but like it's just still so crazy that people like recognize me in public and will say something, which I love that. It makes my day.
Yeah, and then I've gotten a picture with somebody working at the restaurant I worked back in Branson. I was just a server, and they said, hey, aren't you Abigail's wife? Which is an
husband.
Or aren't you Abigail's husband? And I'm like, yep, that's my official title. So shout out to you if you're watching. Question number 6, are you buying a house?
No.
Not yet. We want to. It's definitely a goal of ours, and
we don't want to buy anything like big or like that right now because our dream is to like build a house in the future.
Yeah.
So we don't want to spend all of our money on a house that's like not our forever home.
What?
You know what I mean?
Like you don't want to buy like a really good house right now?
Yeah. I mean, like if we have the money, yeah. but I don't want to buy like go overboard like with a big house. I'd rather get like a tinier house.
We wouldn't get something
so we can build something.
When we buy a house, it won't be the one that we raise our family.
Yeah.
It'll be more of a just a way for us not to pay rent.
Yeah.
And own our own thing and potentially flip it or just use it as a second house.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
But as of now, our rent is up in January, and we'll probably just end up, if we have money, to do a townhouse or rent a house. But if we don't, we'll probably just stay in an apartment again, but first floor because of Dax. Also, that's another thing. We have a dog now.
Question number 7. What's your favorite thing about being married young?
My favorite thing about being married young is kind of just doing everything together. I know that's like so cliche or whatever. But honestly, like, we're just growing up together. Like, we just turned 20 and 21. So, like, we're experiencing new things together. We just bought a dog together. And I know, like, you can do that if you're not married young or you get married later. But it's just cool. Like, most people our age are still in college and stuff like that. But we already kind of are having our own little family and stuff, you know?
Yeah, and just kind of doing the same thing. It's just we're going to build this whole thing together from the ground up. I think being married young just kind of adds to the story, so to speak. Just because, like, this is, like, your life away from school. Or, like, we got married right out of high school.
Yeah.
And just building the ground up from there is really cool to talk about. But, yeah, I like it. And I'm happy I'm building it all with a wife.
Aww.
Her name is Abigail Garcia.
Question number 8. How did your husband react to you being diagnosed with PCOS? So, first of all, I went to the doctor, and as I was telling her all my symptoms, she was like, oh yeah, you definitely have PCOS. And then, like, when my test results came back, they were all fine and everything. I still don't believe everything's fine with me because it's not. But we already kind of knew that possibly something was wrong with that, just because I've always had irregular cycles, like I said, and I had like really weird like weight gain and I can't lose it, so something's got to be up. But I don't know actually if it's PCOS yet. But how did you kind of react to that, I guess?
I mean, it's just stuff you can't control. Like, it's not, I don't want to say like it's bad, it's just something you're gonna have to plan, like once you do get the formal diagnostic.
Yeah, but
or you do get diagnosed with it, it's just something that we'll just take it as we go, and if we need to try a little bit sooner than we thought, then I mean, so be it. It's gonna happen one way or another. So
I'm done with numbers at this point. I think I lost track. How did you start your platform? I started posting on social media 2018, just like really stupid videos on Musical.ly, and I always kind of liked Instagram, so I just like posted pictures whenever it was like really cringy stuff. But once COVID happened and everything, I just kind of started taking TikTok not a little bit more seriously, but like I just started posting more consistently, and then I got like a 50K, 100K, and I was like freaking out over that, and now I have like 337 or something like that. But honestly, so many people ask like how to get started and how to grow, but it is seriously just being consistent. I know that it's such a basic answer, but being consistent in what you post and not just like kind of doing everything. I know that's weird coming from me because I feel like I post everything, but I do like more lifestyle stuff, so it kind of makes sense. But also just staying on top of the trends, using like trending sounds, and hashtags is a big thing that I didn't realize it actually was until recently. But not using too many, using like 5 to 6 specific ones that are like for your videos or whatever.
Yeah, also understand that there's a market for everything. I follow people from across the board, like plant people, food people, pet people, and I mean, if you're a project manager, make your content about that. There's people who want to be in your shoes and they just want to see your lifestyle.
Here's a little something something. How many times a week do y'all get freaky? Honestly,
that's something you say.
I know I'm not gonna get too TMI, but like, it is not consistent.
No.
We'll just say that. You just break the bed? Man, people are bold.
Yeah.
Next question says, I know you don't want any kids right now, but any idea how many and how many sons and daughters?
1 son, 2 daughters. Son comes first so he could be a big brother. Thank you, come again.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Really?
Probably, yeah, probably. I don't know.
You didn't want the boy first.
I don't know if I want a boy first or not. I just kind of want a girl first because like, I'm a girl, I don't know. But we want at least 2, possibly 3. We don't care what comes first, but we want at least 2 or 3.
Yeah. Question numero whatever. What is Gio's job? I work for a benefits broker. I'm a sales development representative. That's my official title. I reach out to folks for a free resource. I pitch our services at the end, and that's the job. Honestly, I'm super blessed to have the job that I have just because it's so flexible. I have a super dope manager. If you're out there and you're watching this, thank you. I really do appreciate just us working together.
Next question question.
Would you recommend getting married at a young age?
I will say, getting married young is not for everyone. We all know that by all the stinky haters on the internet.
Stinky, 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 stinky.
But for us, it was the right time. Like, you know, when you know, you know. But I will say it's not for everyone. Some people don't want to get married until mid-25. Some people got married at 18 and 19. It just kind of ranges. I don't know how you are. Like, I personally would recommend it because it's so much fun getting to live with your best friend and growing together. But if it's not for you, it's not for you, you know?
Yeah, I just feel like recommending is weird. Like, I'm not gonna
go up to someone and be like, why aren't you like getting married yet?
I'm not trying to sell a car here. I'm not recommending something, but if you and your partner are ready to get married when you're younger, just because like 30s is still young in the grand scheme of things, however, but I wouldn't like go out of my way to recommend it to someone.
Yeah. Last question is, what's your opinion on opposite sex gender friends? So like, if I had a guy best friend and he had a girl best friend. I'm gonna start off by saying this. In high school, I will say it's different. My middle school, beginning of high school like time, I had a guy best friend and we were super close. As for Gio, he didn't really have a girl best friend. He had friends, loosely friends, that were girls, but like he didn't ever like go to them for things. But that was like before we knew each other. But then there was, you know, one or two that were in this situation when we knew each other. But it is up to everyone. Some people think it's so strict. I definitely think the dynamic is very different in a marriage, because in our marriage, like, Gio is my guy best friend. I don't need another one. I understand people when they say like, oh, he's my childhood best friend. That's different. Like, if they're like actually kind of like a brother. If it's more of
a sibling, yeah, like that type of dynamic.
But when it kind of gets to the line of like, you know, you see them interact and it kind of looks a little flirtatious or stuff like that, that kind of gets all, you know, blurry and stuff. But in our marriage, I don't need a guy best friend. He doesn't need a girl best friend. We got each other.
This is my thing. If it's to the point to where you choose that other person over certain things, yeah, like, I think that's the problem. Like,
going to your girl best friend or your guy best friend and telling them things first, or even like telling them about your marriage, that's a little...
That's off.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's, you need to go to therapy if that's going on.
But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed kind of getting to talk again. I know it's been forever, and I really do want to take our channel seriously again. I know I've said that like a quadruple trillion times.
Yeah.
But in all seriousness, we love you guys so much, and go get Jax. I will say I just cut him the other day, so he looks a little, you know. This is the third member. Say hello, Dax. Look, hi.
Dax.
This is our little Dax. He is in multi-poo.
Hello.
He's like 7 pounds right now.
Go to Abby's Instagram to see him as a poopy.
Yeah, he was so cute. He's still so cute, but as I said,
he's still a puppy, but he's just not as small as he was.
I butchered him a little bit with this haircut. But we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Adios.
Love y'all.